This is DX Radio, where radio never sleeps.
It's a rocking chair, 1,000 miles a night, but the beat's so near. Twist that dial, let the ghost sing loud. Bayou's alive and we're lost in the sound. Distant radio dance, oh, we're spinning in the dark. Feet on fire, hearts leave a spark. Distant radio dance, where the night takes a chance. Every soul's got a rhythm, every step's got a trance. Swamp's got a groove you can't rebel. Feet slap dirt and the stories swell. Fingers on the fret, chorded screams. Washboard's the heartbeat of our dreams. Distant radio dance, oh, we're spinning in the dark. Feet on fire, hearts leave a spark. Distant radio dance, where the night takes a chance. Every soul's got a rhythm, every step's got a trance.
If you're hearing this, congratulations, you're already DXing. This is DX Radio.
There's a hush in the field and a cool in the air. The world's settling down like a whispered prayer. I look up at the night with its tapestry spun, threads of silver drifting out from the sun, and the quiet hum of a faraway wave slides over the rooftops, gentle and brave, carrying stories on a stitched up line across oceans of darkness, across rivers of time. Oh, there are signals in the sky tonight, crossing like lanterns in the deep twilight. Some will fall on empty rooms, unheard, unseen. Some will find a waiting ear, somewhere in between. Signals in the sky tonight, soft as a memory taking flight. Oh, yeah, somewhere a song that was born in the heat walks barefoot rhythms through a distant street. Somewhere a prayer from a voice unknown leans through the static like a ghost of home. And a man who is weary sets his dial to roam for a sound to remind him he's not alone, while another just leaves the radio on, never knowing the journey those waves have drawn. Oh, there are signals in the sky tonight, crossing like lanterns in the
distance matters. This is DX Radio. never know what's coming in next. DX Radio.
Scraping at the big blue sky. I got antennas, wall to wall, big ones, small ones, I've got them all. I can't pay rent, but the signal's clear. Antenna man's got no cash, my dear. Neighbors peeking, they're all confused. What's he building?
as he lost his screws. It's a monument to the airwaves' might. Who needs dinner when the radio bites? Static hums like a lover's tune. FM whispers under the moon. I got antennas, antennas, wall to wall, big ones, small ones, I've got them all. Electric dreams, but the fridge is bare. Antenna man's living on radio air. Towering poles like an alien hive. I'm broke, but baby, I feel alive. Signals crackle, they call my name. Got no money, but I'm winning the game. I got antennas, antennas, wall to wall, big ones, small ones, I've got them all. I can't pay rent, but the signal's clear. Antenna man's living on radio air.
For those who spin the dial just one more time, DX Radio.
2 minutes out. Feel that? Yeah.
Radio go, sneakers on the floor, baseline knocking through the shack door. Clock on the wall say it's almost time, but the night ain't done and the band's still fine. Signal jumping like a packed out room, everybody vibing to the same old tune. Hands in the air, down stay live. NYE feeling alright. Turn it up, don't slow it down. Hear that sound go all around. Oh, midnight got me moving, ain't nobody sitting still. When the signal starts grooving, you know the vibe is real. Midnight got me moving, whole world in the mix. From the band to the dance floor, yeah, we locked in like this.
Okay.
East Coast bounce with a late night swing. Every faith feel like it means something. Crowd in the chat and the beats stay tight. Radio party going all night. Noise makers pop when the band break through. The rhythm hit different when the skips stay true. Not just hearing it, we feel that sound. When the clock drops low, we still lock hands up high. Let it ride. It's that moment you don't rewind. Midnight got me moving, ain't nobody sitting still. When the signal starts grooving, you know the vibe is real. Midnight got me moving, every speaker lit. From the shack to the streets, yeah, we all in this.
Yeah. Hold up. Bring it back. Let it swing.
Midnight got me moving,
Hey, 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 hey.
midnight got me moving. Midnight got me moving. Hear the countdown and the beat. When the world starts changing, we're still dancing to the frequency. Midnight got me moving, right into the new. Same dial, same magic. Brand new year breaking
If it fades in, fades out, or barely makes it, we're here for it. This is DX Radio.
morning, but my baby says no way, so I'm stuck in this chair. I dream of signals far from north to east to west, but I can't put up no antenna. She says it's for the best. Dreaming of DX, signals I can't hear. My baby won't let me, so I'm sitting here in tears. That static calls my name, whispering in my mind. Well, without that big old tower, the signals I can't find. I see the towers rise in a distant starry sky, but here I'm bound in time, can't even say goodbye. Dreaming of DX, signals I can't hear. My baby won't let me, so I'm sitting here in tears.
In the glow of the band, it's a special night. DX tests are calling and the skip feels right. Beacons hum, tones collide. DX Central Live, where the signals can't hide. Tuning through the static, logging every sound. Every test transmission, rare DX we found. With radios bright, we're all locked in tight. DX Central Live, guiding us through the night. Folks in the chat, let's hear your call. From east to west, we're breaking down the walls. It's the thrill of the hunt, where signals arrive. Join us now on DX Central Live.
From the Gulf South
to your corner of the world.
This is DX Central Live.
Now here's your host, Lloyd Van Horn.
It's DX Central Live Special Edition for tonight from the North Shore Studios here in Mandeville, Louisiana. Good evening, Lloyd Van Horn here with you. Getting ready. We're just under 3 minutes, well, about 2.5 minutes right now from WNAM and the first hour of their DX test transmissions. Just a recap for those of you who might have not heard the details of how this is going to work. Tonight and tomorrow night, we're going to have the same thing, okay? It's going to be starting here at 12 o'clock, top of the hour. They're going to run ABC News for the first 3 minutes of the hour. And then there's going to be a special 2-minute test transmission broadcast. That's going to run until 05 after the hour. And then they resume their normal programming. This is for 1280 WNAM and in Wisconsin. Now, that same cycle is going to repeat every hour from now until 5 o'clock in the morning. So that'll be the last of these transmissions will be at 5:05 in the morning Central Time, 6:05 Eastern Time, and so forth. Right, 11:05 UTC. That'll be when the last one ends, and then we'll do this all again tomorrow night, midnight through 5 o'clock in the morning. These little 2-minute segments here from 03 to 05. So let's give you the quick lay of the land here, where we are with our setup. We are currently here. Okay. So we have our AirSpy HF Plus Discovery, and we are running it right now. Let me zoom this out so you guys can see the frequency display and all that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to pull that down to the bottom. What we're going to do is we have our two SDRs and two antennas we're working off of. Right now we have pulled up our northwest antenna. This is our 305-degree northwest antenna with our AirSpy HF Plus Discovery. We are going to use the code channel cancel. The reason is here at 1280 in New Orleans is WODT, local. Big signal. We also have our northeast and vertical antennas pulled up on our KiwiSDR, and we have channel null on there. It doesn't work as good as its channel canceller, but it's pretty close. All right, let's do this. 1280. Let's see what we can hear. We'll probably be going off camera and off mic here very, very shortly. You're listening for sweeps, Morse code, off-hook telephones. Here we go.
cultured more surrogates perpetuating these claims. What people like targets like concepts and people creating meaning inside of whiteness and capitalism. Laws of nation in 1966 and celebrates black identity and values, prompting the class motions to maintain white approval. Toxic tradition. This is a reflection of political point of age with black autonomy. Today, Memphis comprised of the late 1803, Brian known for co-writing and song on Stand By. In 2020, your home for Black News First, the Black Information Network.
No music back. Okay, this is the Street Russians. And this is their big records for Disney now. But did you know there was a big
That we can get the microphone. There we go. That'll be the first window. Is we just passed now the first window, so we had jingles in there. Now we didn't hear anything here. I might have maybe heard a sweep briefly, but I'm not going to count that one because I don't know for sure. It was just the one little. It was at the end of a segment from my local, so it could have been part of that. But you're gonna be listening for Morse code. You're listening for sweeps. You're listening for these jingles. They do have a little discussion in there about reception reports and things like that. But we're listening for Morse code. We're listening for sweeps. We're listening for potentially jingles in there as well. Again, it's a 2-minute window from 03 to 05 after the top of the hour. So that is it for this hour. We'll come back here at the top of the next hour here at 1 o'clock Central Time, and we'll try for him again. So if you didn't hear him this time, we'll see if we can't hear him again the next hour, and then we'll be leaving this stream running all night. So that if they come back the next hour through 5 a.m., hopefully we'll get them, and then we'll be again here tomorrow night. So we're going to go off camera. We're going to leave the Air Spy audio running here since we have our local WODT canceled. And so we'll be back, and we'll see if we can get them. You guys stand by.
Force the driver to trust to a debit card, and they kept it for 6 hours before the vehicle was tracked down by law enforcement.
Hey, we do have a Mexican national anthem. So we have Mexico signing off, or not signing off, doing their national anthem. All right, back to it.
There's foreign goods and projects to be brought in. The Rainbow White Coalition has the tradition of delivering a message jail in Chicago. This year there was a meeting.
Congressman Jonathan Jackson was one of the speakers at yesterday's conference. For more than 100 days, it was the first time in 50 years in which an working version attended. He was working in a rehab center after getting treated for mental health issues. Rainbow
Celebration of Kwanzaa continues. The eternal comes from the Ukraine. It's heavy. and the world. African Americans University professor Dr. Lankford for a summer party on December 26th, 1966. Ozzy is writing all around the world. Can't also check out any platforms.
Issue with the same period last year. Over 37,000 signatures. After a 5-year manner in charge with the crime and carrying wood on the black $1,000 to be considered federal to change strategy. What's very significant.
has also directly associated to it through small left organizations against the Trump administration. Information on it. Particularly criticized some examples some heading up to activities for potential. The Memphis, Tennessee Children County's leaders donation drive to their families who were those families in need. Prosecutor's office has an open relief. Has arrested convict. This was found dead. Officers found suffering. Hospital was pronounced. New York Giants quarterback Russell Wilson.
Because
Christmas is over, and all of them their Christmas tree recycling program that takes place on the southeastern Louisiana coastline. Restoration basically provides that there's dirt that builds up and plants that are to protect hurricanes. Those storms will out before they can reach a
will reveal the plan. But Donald Trump's plan went up. Really didn't know. That's what I don't do. And that's what Trump said is that we told him. Joshua, who's black, was believed in the expressway when the incident occurred. Henry, taken to a closed hospital for medical attention. Suspected Joshua knocked out a
Like a promise, information. I think it's sad that border patrol agents are way out in the field access to real life. Financial situation that millions of Americans self-doubt and concerned about that. black people. Yeah. And more so about the intelligence. Surprisingly, they're made over again for the new year. Like savings, yeah, which is fun. There is the best time.
Okay, that will fix it. Sorry about that, guys. My sound interface, my audio interface had to reset there for a little while. I was starting to digitize everything, so when I do that, I forget I have to reset all my inputs and everything. As I was saying, though, we are waiting for the next cycle of top of the hour DX test transmissions here from 1280 WNAM. They'll be getting started here in about 7 minutes or so. Actually, right now it is going to be about 6 minutes from now. 6 minutes from now, we'll be doing the next sequence. And then again, for those who might have missed our first hour, we're looking for a 2-minute sequence. In those 2 minutes, we're listening for sweeps. We're listening for Morse code. There will also be some WNAM jingles at the beginning and towards the end. A series of jingles, classic jingles, and there's also some voice IDs in the middle. And there's going to be part in there that talks about where to send reception reports for QSLs, and this is a special transmission for DXers, and so forth. So I think it will start. Remember, from the recording, it starts at the beginning with after the little intro and the jingle and everything, will be an off-air phone signal or off-hook phone signal, right like that. And then some sweeps and Morse code and so forth. So that's what we're going to be listening for. We have 2 SDRs we're going to be using here today. This is what you guys were kind of looking at here while I was out of the shack. So this one is our KiwiSDR. This is looking with our northwest antenna. I'm sorry, this is with our low noise vertical right now. Our low noise vertical is a 35-foot vertical with a high Z amplifier. And then we also have here a northwest antenna. This is 305 degrees. This is what's going to be on our AirSpy HF Plus Discovery. We may also try for one of the hours in here a little bit later on, maybe tomorrow night. We have a 35-degree northeast CAS antenna. It is a 15 by 60 CAS at 35 degrees. We may also try that out at some point just to see if we see any difference. Regardless, here in the New Orleans area where I am, the big problem is going to be 1280 WODT. That is our big local station, one of our big higher power local stations here in the market. It's not WWL, thankfully, 50 kilowatts, but it is still pretty strong. So we're going to have to get around those. So we have a couple of things we're going to deploy here to try to get around that. Here we have on our Kiwi, we have a channel null. So we have our mode set to SAM. And then we have on the audio tab here, we have null USB. We can also use null lower sideband as well, but just chose upper sideband here to try to null this station down here, our local. And it actually does pretty well. You can kind of see it here. So that's nulling out. If I take that channel null out,
DTAM New Orleans.
New Orleans, BIN.
that's how loud they are. So we're going to null them out here with the channel null here in the Kiwi SDR. Try to get rid of our local here. We also have our AirSpy HF Plus Discovery. Now this is with our 305-degree northwest antenna, so it's kind of pointing a little bit away from Wisconsin, where the northeast is pointing a little bit away from this way. So we don't have anything pointing right at Wisconsin, unfortunately. We do have the vertical, which might give us an option. So what I'm probably going to do, this last time we had the AirSpy up on screen. I was kind of going back and forth, but I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to leave the Kiwi up on screen with the vertical, because that's got, I think, the best shot at getting WNAM in here, because it's mostly omnidirectional. And then we're going to run the audio from the AirSpy, unless we see something in here. If we see some sweeps or something like that in the audio and the waterfall, then we'll go over to the vertical here. So we're coming up here. It's going to be just about 2 minutes and 9 seconds right now before we hit the next sequence. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to leave the Kiwi up on the screen. We're going to pull the audio in. We're using the co-channel canceller in SDR Sharp to get rid of our local WODT. So let's see what we can do. And this Kiwi on here, this is our Kiwi here at DX Central, here at North Shore Studios, sitting right behind me over here. And we have a couple of antennas that we're feeding into it. I was going to use our other Kiwi, the Shortwave Central Kiwi, but it's pointing down towards South America, so I didn't think that would really help us out. So we're going to use our Shortwave, our DX Central Kiwi that's here right behind me on the rack, and see what we can get. We're going to have the audio here from the AirSpy HF Plus Discovery, which is right here underneath the desk with our Southeast antenna. Starting to get a little noise on the northwest antenna. I'll use some of the noise reduction here in SDR Sharp to get rid of it. All right, we're going to go mic silent here because we're coming up top of the minute here. Will be the next sequence.
Move to the president. Go share. Using his American Express card. For fees of American. For video, the Maverick counts into this.
guys hearing this on 1290? Right here. We got 1290.232. This isn't on the frequency. This is something on 12. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's Morse code. Jacob, are you seeing anything up here on 1290? Like I said, it's about 1291.232. Yeah, 232. I'll put it back on screen. It's a decent strength on whatever that is. Cutting in and out. I think it's actually probably closer to 1291.220. That's what I'm seeing it at. $1291.220. I don't know who that is. Let me turn off my channel now. On 1300. Look up here. That's a long tone there. I don't think so, Jacob. Yeah, I don't see anything on 1300. The music here with the islands and the stream coming up, it's harder to see them. But I'm still, I mean, it's right here. Right here at 220. 1291.220. I don't see anything coming off of 1300. That's weird. It's real weird. I'll keep an eye on that one.
Beyond.
I'll see if I can hear it maybe on some of my other antennas and other SDRs to see if maybe it's a contamination on that antenna or whatever. I'll take a look. All right. So we have done the first two of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We 6 transmissions with this test audio. And we've done the first 2. Didn't hear me here either time, but we'll keep looking. You know, we'll keep our eye out for it. So we'll be back here again at the top of the next hour at 2 o'clock Central Time, from 2 to 2:05ish, and we'll see if maybe we can hear him at that point. And in the meantime, we'll leave. Let me see how the channel null is doing here.
5 years of building a stronger community.
Compared to Our here. All right, we'll probably leave that on then. On the code channel canceller. I might also play around a bit with Linrad tonight. See if I can do something with our loop and our vertical tonight to try to get rid of the local and see what's underneath. I might try to play with that a little bit between now and the next hour. So we'll leave this Air Spy up, and yeah, there you go. You guys, we'll see you in a little bit. For those who might still be on right now, we are going to go ahead and try to play around with a little
fan out there, and you're hot under the collar about this.
After slashing international humanitarian aid earlier this year, the Trump administration is now saying it will provide $2 billion in aid to the United Nations next year. The funding will be a great help to many agencies who struggled to provide aid after funds were scaled back this year. Tom Fletcher, the UN Emergency Relief Coordinator, spoke with CNN about the dire needs some agencies are facing.
The Americans and other donors have saved hundreds of millions of lives now over many, many years. But
Wow, that took it out completely. We might leave that on there, that audio, and see if that results in anything for us. That's our W6 LVP loop and our vertical phased through Linrad. Completely getting rid of my local station. There you go. We'll be back.
para usted. 101.3.
Si por algo es en una lejanía.
Now we got audio. Now we've got lights. Now we've got everything. This professional operation continues to roll on. We are closing in on the next top of the hour sequence here for WNAM 1280 in Wisconsin for their DX test transmission. Here at coming up on 2 o'clock in the morning here. And so as a refresh for those who might be joining us late, did not join us in on the earlier hours. How this is going to work is that here at the top of the hour, they're going to run ABC News at 2 a.m. And that'll run from 0200 to 0203 Central Time. So this is going to be what, 08? 0800 to 0803 UTC. Then at 3 minutes after the hour, they will run a 2-minute little transmission segment that has a mixture of tones, sweeps, Morse code will be in there, and they also have jingles and the such. So we'll be listening for hopefully the sweeps and the Morse code is more likely. Now we've got 3 antennas right now that we're kind of focusing our attention on. Now for the last couple of hours, I have used our low noise vertical antenna, and I used a let me pull it up on screen. So we use our low noise vertical antenna here on our KiwiSDR. This is the KiwiSDR with our low noise vertical. Now, remember here in New Orleans, in the New Orleans area where I am, we have 1280 WODT is our local station that we have to kind of contend with. We also have a northwest CAS antenna, northwest facing CAS antenna on our AirSpy HF Plus Discovery. Now, neither of these so far have yielded any results. I think what I'm going to try for this next one here is I think I'm going to swap us over to our northeast facing CAS antenna. This is facing at 35 degrees. Let me go up here to 35 degrees. This is the antenna 2 that I want. So 35 degrees northeast. We're going to use that along in conjunction with the KiwiSDR channel null and see if we can use that to get rid of WODT and see if we hear anything from WNAM. So here we go. We are right now at coming up on 1 minute after the hour, so 2 minutes away from the beginning of their test transmissions. So I'll go ahead and unmute our audio here. There we go. So that is with the channel null in place on 1280 on the Kiwi with our 35 degree CAS antenna. This is our KiwiSDR that's located here at North Shore Studios in the rack right behind me with our 35 degree 15 by 60 CAS that's right out here in the backyard. So that's the equipment that we'll be using to see if we can hear this transmission here for this hour. We've had XEAW in Monterey in here. When we have gotten rid of WODT here locally, XEAW in Monterey is our station that has replaced them. WNAM from here is at 4 degrees. So the closest that I have here for us to be able to do any kind of direct antenna at them would be this 35 degree. All right, we're going to mute the mic here as we are now here at almost the 3-minute mark. All right. So I didn't hear anything this hour. Nothing in there on the northeast antenna this hour. Wave Rider says, did anyone hear any faint tones at exactly 3 a.m., 3:01 a.m.? So they would have started at 3:03. They didn't start. Their plan was, now there may have been some changes or some kind of goof in the automation or something like that, but their plan was to start the audio at 3 minutes after the hour after ABC News, because they have ABC News that runs at the top of the hour. And then they were going to run their 2-minute segment after that. So plan-wise, it should not have been running at 3 o'clock a.m. or 2, in this case, 2 a.m. Central Time. It would have been running at 3:03 your time there. Jacob says, CW and Sweep Tones very weak under WWTC here again this hour. That's from Minnesota. And so there's another report. I was just looking at some of the IRCA folks. Our friend Bjorn up in Norway, he heard them from Norway earlier with some Morse code IDs. So that's awesome. All right, so that's going to do it for this hour. So we are now 3 hours in, and 3 left. We have 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 5 o'clock left coming up. We're going to stay up as late as we can. Might not make it to 5, but I think we'll definitely make at least one more hour. So the plan here is we'll be back here at the top of the next hour, here after 3 o'clock, in time for us to do the next top of the hour sequence. Again, that sequence starts at 3 minutes after the top of the hour, running through 5 minutes after the top of the hour. It's a little 2-minute recording that they have plugged in their automation that just runs right after ABC News. So as long as all the automation sequencing all works, there you go. All right, so we'll be back here in about a little less than an hour, obviously. Probably about 50 minutes. We'll call it 50 minutes here. We'll be returning, and there you go. We'll see you guys in less than 1 hour. We'll be back. All right, welcome back, everyone. I guess I should probably do the thing here, right? Hold up. Let me get back on camera, and we'll do the professional thing here. Oops. All right, so we are back again for another round of listening for WNAM 1280 out of Wisconsin. And for this one, I'm going to do another antenna trial here. For the first one, we did our vertical antenna and our Northwest CAS. For hour number 2, we did the vertical again with the Northwest CAS. For hour 3, here at the 2 o'clock Central Time hour, we did our Northeast CAS antenna. None of those have produced yet so far for us. So for this hour, I think what I would like to try is LINRAD software, something I am just now starting to learn. As in, like, I downloaded it this weekend, Saturday, I think it was. Maybe it was Friday, right before the start of my live stream this last week. And so still learning the program and all the ins and outs, because it is a very complicated bit of software. It's not a plug and play, easy peasy bit of software like some others that are out there are. This one is much more difficult. And so we are going to, there we go, a little brightness in here, a little shadow down. We are going to try to use this bit of software here to help us get rid of our local. So that's been the struggle here with this DX test, is we have a local here on 1280, WODT here in New Orleans. And so trying to get rid of them is the key. And seeing what's underneath. Now, when we've done that, using things like AirSpice coded channel canceller, or using the channel null feature on the KiwiSDR that we have here, using those functionalities, the resulting station that's left has been XEAW out of Monterrey, Mexico. So it's been getting rid of New Orleans and leaving us with Mexico. So we're going to see what this LINRAD option will do. Now, I'm going to record on our AirSpy and on our Kiwi. And now I'm not going to play those back here during the show, but I will have those available for me to review later and see if anything came in. So here's where we're recording off the Kiwi. We have audio coming direct here out of our KiwiSDR. And this is using the channel null feature that's in Kiwi. And what this allows us to do is use the SAM mode, the synchronous AM mode, along with the channel null down here to null the lower side or upper side band. We're using the lower side right now. You can choose the upper side as well, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. I think actually the lower side band might make it a little bit better. That's about the 6, 1/2 a dozen. So I'm going to start recording there. Actually, hold on. Let me stop that. Start recording here. Okay, we're at 57. So we're starting 6 minutes. Actually, I'm going to stop that one. I'm going to start that a little bit closer to the top of the hour. We'll start right at the top of the hour. Our AirSpy recording, though, we'll go ahead and do that now, so I don't forget. Because this will have a timestamp and all that kind of stuff. We're using the code channel canceller here in SDR Sharp to get rid of our local 1280 WODT and see if that will help us in any way. So that's going to be recording. We'll go ahead and put that off to the side. The Kiwi will get that set up to record here in a bit. And meanwhile, we'll be running this. This is the LINRAD software. Now you can probably hear it a little bit in the background. There's XEAW again. Monterey. So when we get rid of our local WODT, Monterey is our reward. Now, as a reminder, since we're now about a couple minutes away from top of the hour here, here's the format for this DX test. The station in Wisconsin will be running their top of the hour ID and ABC News from the 00 to 03 minutes into the hour. So the first 3 minutes of the hour will be ABC News. Then after ABC News is over at 03, they start a 2-minute recording. That 2-minute recording has sweeps, it has Morse code, it has jingles, an assortment of various jingles from WNAM's history. And there will also be some voice IDs in there as well, some instructions on what to do if you want to try to get a QSL and submit your reception report. So all that will be included in this 2-minute window that we get. That 2-minute window ends at 05 after the hour, and then that will be that until the next hour at 4 o'clock Central and then 5 o'clock Central, and then that'll be it for today. And then they'll wrap up the DX test for this day. And then tomorrow, or tonight, I guess, Tuesday night, we start this all over again. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning at the same time. Midnight Central Time, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. Same format, same timing. All right, so we are getting close here on top of the hour. Let me go ahead. Sorry. There's the yawns. There's the tiredness. We're going to go ahead and get ready to hit the record here on the KiwiSDR. So we can try to... boom, there we go. So we can try to see if we capture them that way, but we're going to pull up the Linrad here and play around with the phasing a little bit and see what we can do to try to hear some of these sweeps and Morse codes here in the first, in this 2-minute window that we have here. Again, that 2-minute window will be starting in about 2.5 minutes at 3 minutes after the hour. So about 2.5 minutes from right now, they'll be getting started with their next sequence. So we're going to go ahead and turn the volume up. I'm going to play around with the phase a little bit, so you'll be hearing WODT come in, you'll be hearing them fade out. But right now I've got them nulled out entirely. A bit of noise here. That's mostly from our magnetic loop. I got to replace the feed line on that. Put a common mode choke on there. Here comes the ODT again. Now you're going to probably hear them in your, if you have your headphones on your left ear. We actually have them split out that way on purpose, with everything else on the right ear. Going to adjust the gain here. That seems to have gotten rid of WODT. Now, is it leaving anything for us to work with? We shall see. Another thing that I can do is I can just run this full with ODT in my left ear and listen on the right ear. All right, so that one did not result in a reception here. So let's go check our recordings that we did. We're going to pull up here our download. Here we go. This is the longer one. I think I had a little bit of Morse code in there, right there, after she says the word hours. Listen to it again. Right there, it sounded like a beep, 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 almost. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, that could be music. There's that's not a clear. I was listening for the sweeps. Let me give you an example here of what we're listening for. Let's find. Here we go. Here we are. So here's like the start. Here's the Morse code. And that's not the same Morse code tone that I heard. Yeah, so that's and then the Morse code was kind of in the middle. That reception would have been towards the end. So I don't think that was what I had. So let me now hit stop on my AirSpy, and we're going to pull up our baseband file. Let me go here to 1230. For this one, I've got the ability to go ahead and zoom in on a specific time. So we're going to kick it right here, right before, a little bit after. Okay, let's see what we had. Oh, that's not. I'm not even on the right frequency here. Hold on. I forgot it doesn't start right off. All right, now let's try this again. Okay, so we tried 3 different antennas here at the top of the hour on this 3 o'clock Central Time hour, and none of those produced. We tried our low noise vertical phase with our W6 LVP loop. In Linrad, we tried our northwest 305 degree CAS antenna on our AirSpy with the co-channel canceller. And we tried our northeast 35 degree CAS antenna with the channel null in Kiwi. None of those were able to pull them in. Still so much in my local to be ODT in there. So far, no dice. But there are still 2 more hours. I'm going to leave my recording ready to roll for the rest of the night on this northwest antenna. And I'm also going to run a recording here on the northeast antenna on our Perseus that we have. So we're going to let those roll and check those out. And then for tomorrow night, we're going to try the same stuff. We're going to keep trying different antennas and combinations with SDRs and see what we can. I guess that's tonight. Tonight, when we start this all over again for, well, I guess it is midnight Wednesday. And midnight Wednesday into 5 a.m. Wednesday on the 31st. So there you go. Lots of DX. We still have New Year's Eve. We have a live stream we're gonna do for this next night of DX test. We're gonna do live stream for potentially. I haven't decided yet if we're gonna be able to do this or not. I have to look at the conditions and see what it looks like. But potentially we could be doing a live stream for New Year's Eve. At the very least, just like leave it on and kind of bounce around some frequencies and try it out for New Year's Eve into Latin America and see how that goes. So we could have that going here, and then we have our Friday night live stream as usual. So we could have, 1, 2, 3, 4 live streams this week potentially. So a lot going on. I think that's going to wrap it up for us tonight, though. I will leave the Perseus rolling. I will leave the Air Spy rolling so we can try to record off of those two. But I think the ship has sailed for tonight for the live stream and being able to catch this one. So we didn't catch it in the first 4 attempts, but we're going to keep trying and other methods. So that should do it. From all of us here at DX Central, my friends, thank you so much for joining in with us. We thank you to Steve and the team at WNAM for putting this together, working with us at the CPC and getting this put together in time for us to get this out there before they go off the air here on Wednesday night, New Year's Eve. Right there before midnight, they're going to shut it off. So there will be a 3-hour special program they're running from 9 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday until right there at midnight. So another opportunity for you to hear some special programming from WNAM if you would like to try. I'm not. They haven't mentioned they're going to run any sweeps or tones or code or anything like that, but I wouldn't imagine that they. I mean, it's possible they could, but I know for a fact they're going to be doing a kind of like a recreation of their quote-unquote glory days of when they were a rock station, Blue 128. So they're going to be doing that during that 3-hour program. So definitely try to tune that in if you have the opportunity to do so. So we'll be back here in less than 24 hours. We'll see you guys then. Take care, my friends. Best of DX 73.